It is time to get serious. This is gonna be a real talk video. I am going to remain calm throughout this video, hopefully, but this is something I've really wanted to talk about for a while. And it is an artist problem that I have seen throughout the years, throughout many, many years, and I too, by the way, have suffered from this, so do not think for a moment, Leslie, you don't know where I'm coming from. You don't know what I feel. You don't know what I'm going through. Yes, I do, you little tiny child. I have been through this exact problem. So don't think that I don't know what I'm talking about here. And the problem I want to address in this video is artists having a difficult time referring to themselves as an artist. A lot of people don't like calling themselves an artist for many reasons, although even though I say that, I say many reasons, but there's like 3 reasons and they're all the same and everybody suffers through them and whatever. So, I recently posted a video called Artist Problems, and a lot of you guys related to it. There you go, that's the word, related to it, and repeating myself for emphasis. And I've got a comment. I don't want to read it like word for word, and I don't want to say who it came from because they honestly don't deserve any type of attention. But it was a comment saying that they hate when people refer to themselves as an artist because it comes off as pretentious and you should not call yourself an artist. And the thing is, like I said, I know a lot of people who don't call themselves an artist because of reasons of that kind of stuff. But to tell other people to not call themselves an artist, that is a big douchebag move. And I hope that you are okay and that whatever you're suffering from goes away. I hope everything in your life turns out better because you are hurting on the inside for telling other people not to refer to themselves as an artist. I hope your self-esteem goes up. I hope everything is okay for you. But yeah, to anybody who tells other people to not call themselves an artist, good luck. Hope you're doing okay. But if you are an artist and you don't like to call yourself an artist, it's understandable. And everybody goes through it, I'm pretty sure. And I am here to tell you that you should call yourself an artist. And I'm going to tell you all these things, so please keep an open mind. A lot of you guys don't like to call yourself an artist, and you're probably listening to this thinking, oh, Leslie's going on about her rambling about positivity and she's so full of it and so fake on this positive stuff. Please listen, hear me out. I can't guarantee that this video is going to change your mind at all, but I hope that it kind of sparks a little bit of something in you. So please listen to this. Listen to these life lessons that I'm going to share with you, and listen to this video or watch this video. I don't care anymore. So I posted something on Instagram a couple of weeks ago asking you guys why you don't call yourself an artist. I'm going to go through it right now. Where is that post? Where is it? I can't find it. I can't find the post. Oh, here it is. So my post was, I'm going to screenshot it right now. There we go. It says, to those who are / were afraid of calling yourself an artist, why, what are those reasons, etc. And do you want to know how many comments I got on that post? I got, as of right now, 463 comments, and I'm pretty sure none of those comments are mine. I didn't reply to people because I didn't want to mess with the numbers. That's a lot of comments. That is 463 people. 463 artists don't like to call themselves an artist, and it's just so crazy, and it's so sad because I feel like being an artist is something to be proud of, and it's something that a lot of people wish they can do. There are a lot of people wish they had the skills that we have. And I do, of course, feel like anyone can be an artist, but it does take a lot of dedication and passion in order to be one. And a lot of people just don't have that kind of dedication and whatever, so they give up on it. And those are the people who are not artists. But to those of you who enjoy doing it and let me just step back for a little bit. I'm gonna tell you my definition of an artist so that we can all, just listen, please. This is my definition of an artist. An artist is somebody who genuinely likes creating. That's it. It's a very vague definition because I don't want to get too specific, because a lot of times people think I'm only referring to illustrators, because I myself am an illustrator and that's the kind of type of artist that I can relate to. But I say genuinely likes to create things because you could be a musician, you could be somebody who likes to make music and you are an artist because you like creating music. It could be a writer, a photographer, an illustrator, both digital and traditional. I'm trying to think of different types of artists, but there's, if you're creating something and you genuinely like doing it, you are an artist. Simple. That's it. That is the definition. And a lot of people might not agree with me, but that's just how I see it. And a lot of people don't like to call themselves an artist because they have this idea that you have to have some sort of degree, some sort of school educational degree to become an artist, to be an artist. That is not correct in my eyes. This is all, I guess I can say this entire video is mostly going to be opinions, so you feel free to disagree with me, but in my eyes, in my gross, small little hazel eyes, I see an artist as somebody who likes to create, and you don't need any form of education on art. Because let's be honest, art education is expensive. To go to an art school, freaking money. And not everybody has the resources. They don't have there's no art classes for them that are available, whether it's high school art or just art classes, like summer art classes. Not everybody can afford to go to them. Not everybody has an art class to go to. A lot of schools are getting rid of their creative classes because money and budgets and stuff. And who cares about art? Let's keep the sports. So that sucks. But not everybody has the option of going to any type of art class. So to limit an artist to somebody who has been blessed enough to attend any type of art class or art school, that's not right. I don't feel like you need an education to be an artist. Another very common reason for people not referring to themselves as an artist is because they don't make money off of art. That is, again, not a requirement. That is not a requirement to consider yourself an artist. Most artists don't make money off of their art, whether it's optional or not. A lot of people see art as a hobby, which is, again, another reason why I see a lot of people say I don't refer to myself as an artist, because I only draw like once a week. It's just something I do in the spare time. It's not, my number one hobby, but you're still an artist. It doesn't matter if you draw every day or make music every day or write every day, or if you do it on a monthly, like once a month thing. If you genuinely like doing it, you are an artist. Mind explosion, that's an artist. So, whether you see it as a hobby or whether it's a career, you are an artist. Honestly, a lot of artists don't have art as their number one career. A lot of them because, all of us are brought into a world that tells you that you cannot make a living off of being an artist, whether you do all this, because you're not gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna be homeless. You're gonna live in a cardboard box because nobody wants to pay for art. So you might as well be like a doctor or a teacher or something that's like an actual career, and then do art as a hobby. And so that's what a lot of us tend to do, because we can't rely on art. Apparently, I don't know if it's, I don't know how much truth is behind that, but most of the time, an artist is not going to be making a living off of being an artist. So even if you're not making money off of art, you are still an artist. That is not a requirement, okay? No, it's not. Don't worry about it. Don't. It's okay. If you like doing it, you are an artist. What's another reason? Oh, yeah. I think the most common reason I've seen people say that they don't refer to themselves as an artist is because they feel like they're not skilled enough. They feel like their art is trash, is not to the level of their expectations or whatever. So therefore, they don't want to call themselves an artist until they feel like it's appropriate. Again, your skill level is not a requirement to being an artist. Okay? Okay, let's get that through everybody's head. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner, doesn't matter if you're a pro, doesn't matter if you're still drawing like little squiggly lines that barely turn out to look like you want it to. Doesn't matter if you spend hours on a picture or a piece of work and it's like professional level, it doesn't matter. If you genuinely like doing it, you are an artist. I'm going to repeat that phrase, by the way, like 100 times until it pierces through your head. Because that's violent. I didn't mean for it to sound that violent. But there is no skill level that you have to reach before you can consider yourself an artist. Let's be honest, okay? Artists are very, very, very hard on themselves. I can't speak. I'm very passionate. But we are very hard on ourselves because no matter how good we are, no matter how skilled we are always going to want to be better. You could be the best artist in your town, but it's not going to be good enough for you because you yourself are going to be able to see or to pinpoint every single mistake that you've made in your piece of work. Everybody else says, oh, it's perfect, it's amazing, but you're going to be like, well, this one part is not good, and nobody else is going to see it except you because we are perfectionists. And so to think that there's a skill level that you have to reach, if you think like that, you're never going to call yourself an artist because you're never going to be at the level that you want to be in. And so you're never going to reach that level. You're always going to be ahead of yourself. So please just get rid of the whole I'm not good enough to be an artist. You are good enough. You are always going to be good enough. All right. Getting my heart right now. Relating to that last point, I've seen another very common reason is that when you call yourself an artist, other people have expectations for you to be great. And other people who are not artists, because they are very different from us. I feel weird kind of saying that, but they have like different expectations and different views on artists. So when you call yourself an artist to a non-artist, they're going to compare you to the type of art that they know and the type of art that they have been brought up to believe is real art. And I have a lot of experience with that. I still do. When I tell people I'm an artist and then they see my work, they're like, oh, they get so excited. They're like, you're an artist? Let me see your stuff. And I show them my stuff and you can see the reaction. They're like, oh, this is what you like to do. Because they expect, people who are not artists, they are raised to see like the Mona Lisa, and that's the only painting I can recall. That's the only painting I can name. But they're taught to see the old art, old traditional paintings as art, and then you show them your stuff, and it's anime or it's cartoony. It's not realistic. They're not portraits. A lot of us don't draw the realistic portraits that people expect us to draw because real artists, I'm using air quotes, you can't see it, but real artists they draw realistically and they draw portraits, and that's what an artist is to them. And so when you don't follow their expectations, you're afraid that they're not going to consider you an artist. Well, here's the thing, guys. You cannot refrain from calling yourself an artist because you're afraid of other people's expectations. Because really, there's never going to be a point where they understand what art is, the many forms of art. They're always going to see art as those old dusty paintings, and that's not what art is. I mean, it is what art is, but there's a lot of different forms of art, and they're not raised to look at digital art and to see all this traditional, they're not going to see it like that. I am rambling. I don't know what I'm getting at. So what I recommend is that you stop caring about other people's expectations and and you stop caring about what other people see you as. Because, again, I'm going through all of the reasons why people don't call themselves an artist. Another reason I saw was that people are going to see you as pretentious when you call yourself an artist, and you see yourself as pretentious. I'm going to need you to stop thinking that right now, because you shouldn't feel like it's a pretentious thing to say. It's really weird because right now society thrives on labels. If you go to anybody's bio page, anybody's Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, we all just throw out so many labels. We label ourselves for everything. Everybody's bio, you have your name and your age and birthday. That's usually stuff. But then people are now also like, they have their sexuality out there. They have their gender out there. They have all these things that like nobody really cared about years back. We have those. We proudly label our sexuality and gender and race and ethnicity, and yet people are not calling themselves an artist when we are thriving on these labels. This is the time when you should be calling yourself an artist, because that's what's going on nowadays. And it's funny because I remember somebody saying about, I forgot what their comment was, but they said something about art and not calling themselves an artist. And I looked at their Twitter and they had all these labels, and they even had the label gamer. Like, this person was more open to calling themselves a gamer, but not to call themselves an artist. And I'm like, most people don't call themselves gamers because that's like a new label. Because you like to play video games, you are now a gamer. Yet if you like to make art, you're not an artist. What? It follows the same definition. If you genuinely like playing video games, you're a gamer. So why can't artists do the same? I don't understand where these people's these people's thought processes are coming from, but I really think that we need to be more open to being an artist and calling ourselves an artist and calling other people artists. Like I said, I actually went through this as well. I'm pretty sure most, if not all artists go through this. And I think some of the major, the people who convinced me to consider myself an artist are, of course, Game Grumps, who are my biggest idols in life and in comedy and in everything, really. Aaron and I can't remember who said this first. It was either Aaron, Ross, or Danny. One of those three said this, which was they really don't like when people refer to themselves as an aspiring artist, because you are not aspiring to be an artist if you are already doing it, and if you are genuinely like doing it, you are an artist, not an aspiring artist. So if you are one of those people who are calling yourself an aspiring artist, you're one step there, but it's time to drop the aspiring part, because you're already doing it most likely. Nobody says you're an aspiring artist and you're not making any art yet. Nobody does that. You are already doing it. You're already working on it. You already enjoy doing what you're doing. Drop the aspiring, because you are already an artist. Like I said, me making this video is probably not going to make that big of a difference. I mean, who am I to say any of this? But I do hope that a lot of you guys are like, you kind of have this, maybe like a little bit of change in your heart. I really do believe that this is something to be proud of, and to be an artist should be something that you want to be proud of, and that you don't want to worry about coming off as too proud. But really, who even cares? Who cares if you're too proud? Because this is a lot of work. Being an artist, creating something from your mind, is hard work, and you should be proud to call yourself an artist, and you should not be afraid, and screw anyone who makes you feel bad for calling yourself an artist, and screw anyone who makes you feel afraid makes you afraid of calling yourself an artist. Really, just don't be that person. Anyways, I was interrupted while recording this video. So my flow is gone, and that is another problem that I should really. Oh, art is hard. But please keep an open mind. If you can't outright call yourself an artist to other people, I hope that maybe you practice calling yourself an artist to yourself. If you don't want to tell other people you're an artist, fine, but at least once in a while, think to yourself, I am an artist. Own it. Own that label. Own that title. It is something that you should be happy to be able to call yourself. So, I guess that's all I have to say on this topic. I hope that it opened your mind. I hope that it encourages you to, I'm repeating myself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this real talk, because it's a real problem that a lot of us have. And I'm hoping to help some of you guys. Thank you. Be good outlets out there, please. Be good for me. And I can't wait to talk to you guys again. Feel free to post your opinions on this subject in the comments. I like reading your opinions on this. Whether you agree or disagree, it's totally fine. It is a free world. It is, well, I don't know if I should be allowed to say that with what's going on right now. But be good. I gotta go. I'm rambling. Bye!